ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You have just rolled into something sporty. This is the radio show where we talk about sports and some other things. I am your very tired, sleepy host. My name is Elijah. I don't expect a round of applause from me, but give a round of applause for, I was going to say the toxic table, but we can't say that. Someone else already took it. On the other side of me, we have the athletes. We got Erik running the booth. Let's give it up for Erik, everybody. Let's friggin' go.
What's up, everyone?
And then on the far right, not politically, of course, we have London in the corner. What up, London?
Let's go. Episode 4.
Episode 4, and we still have not been taken off the air. I love it. All right. Like I said earlier, I'm very tired. I am beat to hell. I went to a concert last night. My first concert since the pandemic. It was pretty rad. It was really loud. Got into a few moshes, pushing people. I'm getting pushed. And I had class very early this morning. I'm very tired. How are you guys doing?
It's been a rough start to the day.
Yeah.
I'm doing well, and I also had a long morning. I was filming some stuff for a class project, but ready to go, and not as rough of a morning as you, I assume, but yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
It's been a solid Thursday.
Jeez.
Productive.
Jeez, it's Thursday already. This week has flown by.
Thursday, the day before Friday.
The day before Friday. That is correct. The day after Wednesday.
Friday Junior, as some of my teachers in high school refer to it.
Friday Junior, I like that.
Friday Junior. Yeah. Well, how are you doing, Erik? How are things on the track side?
It's been long. It's been brutal to say the least. Got my last track meet. Well, not track meet. Last track race, potentially last race before conference, which is happening at the very start of May. So the thing here with me and the other people running the 5K on this upcoming Saturday is like he does not want us running back-to-back meets, given the distance that we'll be racing come Saturday.
Do you guys run rain or shine? Because right now in the Bay Area it's raining, and I think Saturday it's supposed to rain.
Rain or shine, we grind.
Wow.
Ooh, did you just come up with that now?
Track stars.
Except when there's lightning or fire or smoke.
Did you just come up with that now? Rise and shine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was just improvising there to be quite honest.
There you go. Shooting from the hip. That's what a few weeks of radio will do to you, man.
Yeah, but I guarantee that it's been around for a lot longer than we all think.
Oh, I bet. But I haven't heard that.
Running in the rain. I don't know. Is that more soothing or is that just a hassle?
It really depends on the person. Like,
what about you?
Some people,
how does it feel for you?
For me, it sucks because my body just from all the rain, my body gets all sticky. Like it's a pain.
I feel like would you rather run in heat or rain?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh, that is a great question.
Because I know my answer.
But I would definitely say, actually, I don't know. This is a tough one.
I feel like the hardest running condition, and same with soccer, or I guess most outdoor sports, would be the wind. If it's windy and rainy, I think I'm going with the heat.
Oh,
but if it's just like a drizzle, like 55, 60 degrees out, I think I'm going with the rain.
Yeah, if it's a drizzle, there's nothing wrong there. But if it's like a downpour, then there's something wrong.
Do you wear like a poncho?
Oh, no, that's just extra weight.
Yeah, that is just extra weight.
They're still out running in their Speedos and tank tops and in the rain.
Yeah, some people are that audacious.
Shoosh, I bet. Well, I have a little bit of experience running, so if you guys noticed, shave my beard off. Yeah, I had to do that because I work for the man. I'm in the military part-time. And so, when it was our first drill in person since the pandemic, and overall it was a pretty fun time. Like, I just got to see some of the boys that I hadn't seen in person in a long time. But on Sunday, we had a physical fitness test.
Nice.
And it's a newer test that like we were just kind of getting incorporated with. And we just got a new commander and a new sergeant major, and I wanted to show everybody in the unit that Elijah does not F around when it comes to the PT. So this exercise thing, it's 6 different events. You got a deadlift, a power throw, some weird push-up, this weird relay, a sprint drag carry, a plank. It used to be a leg tuck where you pull yourself up on a pull-up bar. But apparently, for the majority of the Army, they can't do that. So they switched it to just a plank, just one of those planks, and then a 2-mile run at the end. And so at a total score, the max you can get is 600. I got 500. So, like, I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
And so we're talking about running in the rain and running in the heat. So we started this PT test at 7:30. And it's pretty cold, you know. And I typically like running in the cold.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's optimal for everybody. Well, depending on the person you are.
How cold? Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, so we did the test. And mind you, like, you know, we're burning ourselves out in the process of this, you know, throughout all the events. So at the end, when you're all nice and tired, that's when you got to run 2 miles. And so it started to get hot. You know, it's like now it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Fucking sun is hitting down on you, dude. And I don't like running in the heat, man. I'll do it, but I don't like it. I'll do it, but I just don't like it.
Yeah.
So I ran the thing and I did it about finished everything in about 16 minutes. 16 minutes and 6 seconds, but who's counting? So yeah, that was pretty fun. Another thing I did over the weekend that I did not think I was going to be able to do was I watched UFC 273. Man, woo-wee. Now that was a card. Did anyone catch it? Did anyone follow UFC?
No.
It was funny. So I didn't get to watch it. I was at the Fisher concert in San Diego on Saturday night. But it was funny. There was some people in the crowd. They had their phones up and they were live streaming the fight.
Oh, no way.
While at the show. They had
yeah.
They had the UFC fight on.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I wasn't paying much attention to the fight, but yeah, I saw some people doing that. I thought it was funny. But yeah, I didn't get to catch the fight.
Oh man. Well, so what had happened is that we got into these barracks and it has internet connection, but you have to pay for it.
What?
I'm like, I'm here for 3 days, man. I'm not paying.
You guys are supposed to be paying me.
Exactly. How about some free Wi-Fi up in this B? How about that? No. So, yeah, you have to pay for this shit. Like, if I'm here for 3 days, I'm not doing that. Just no. So somebody had already paid, like, for their own internet. Like, people pay for their internet, I guess. Like Sonic or some shit like that. And sorry for cursing, by the way. I'm a little tired. Try not to kick us off the air, please.
You're just giving me more work.
Sorry. Apologies. Anywho, somebody had this fight streaming on their phone, and someone else had a portable projector that you connect.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so we had it all on a wall. That stuff was hard. So we missed the first 2 or 3 fights, but we got into the Gilbert Burns versus Kameev. I can't pronounce his name, but he's a beastie Russian, Eastern European guy, and these 2 guys are friends, and they had one hell of a war. At the end, Chesmov, Jesus, sorry about that. Hope you don't beat me up. Yeah, he pulled out a unanimous decision, which, you know, some would argue would have been a split decision, but Gilbert Burns is he's no slouch, but this Kameev guy, this guy's the real deal. You know, he's likely the future of the welterweight division. He just got ranked up from number 11 to number 3 in the rankings, so he's gonna fight someone top tier next. Probably, I don't know if he's gonna get the champ. He probably won't fight Usman yet, but he'll probably take on my man Colby Chaos Covington in the near future. Be sure to look out for that fight. After that, we had the most, well, this was another controversial fight. We had Aljamain Sterling versus Peter Yan. And this is a rematch from about a year or so ago. And this fight ended controversially, where Peter Yan threw a knee to the face to Aljamain while Aljamain was on his knees. That is an illegal move in the UFC. You cannot do that. So the guy took the knee to the face, and Aljamain, he looked like he was over-exaggerating on his injury. And he was able to win the fight because of how bad he exaggerated. He got a DQ win and won the title from Peter Yan. Very not the way you win titles, not the way you win championships in fighting. And so they had their fight last night, or on Saturday rather. And it was and Aljamain pulled it out at the end. He won by split decision, which I could see he won the second and third round just by smothering the guy. He put him in a body triangle, just controlled him. But I thought Peter won the fight. I thought he had the first, fourth, and fifth round. I guess he did not. Hopefully we see them throw it back for a third time. And then the last in the main event, it was supposed to be Alexander Volkanovski taking on Max Holloway, Blessed Holloway, in a third fight. But I think a couple of weeks ago, Blessed had to pull out, and so Alexander fought the Korean Zombie. Now, we do not know his name anymore because he has such a long Korean name that the UFC just decided to call him the Korean Zombie. And this match was a 4-round sparring session for Alexander the Great. He destroyed this zombie guy. Like, if this zombie guy is undead, he just got dead. He got re-deaded. Like, he got his face pounded. By the end of the first round, you couldn't tell who this guy was. It was a sparring session. It was not a fight. A fight, usually there's a 50-50 chance. Straight up sparring session.
It's always tough having, like, for the guys that got to replace injured or guys that got to miss the fight. It's always tough.
It is tough for those guys. And
already being the underdog, too, for the Korean Zombie, it doesn't make it any easier.
Does not make it any easier. I'm just surprised. And maybe they just couldn't find anybody in time. But the last time I saw the Korean Zombie in the octagon, he lost. I think he got knocked out by Brian Ortega.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, why is this
not
guy,
the most interesting
why is
replacement.
this guy getting a title match? But hey, if it's a last-minute scramble, I guess.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, so that was a great card. It was a great card not to pay for. Tell you what. So yeah, that was a great card, especially just in the circumstances that I was in. Able to catch the fight at all. That was nice. All right, well, there's been a few other things that have happened.
Yeah, let's venture off to the NBA.
Let's do it.
Some play-in, playoff news.
Yes.
Just on a side note, let's reiterate that the Lakers did not make it.
Let's go. You do not know how happy I am to see the Lakers
and
fail.
more and more drama with them. Frank Vogel getting
They
fired.
dipped his ass.
And then Russell Westbrook coming out and making all these comments about, I didn't get a fair chance. I guess starting pretty much every game just wasn't enough for him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, how
Too many shots off the top of the backboard just didn't work out this season for him.
Oh man, if only I made more shots. Like, come on, man. Like, he's a starter. Like, what else?
Yeah,
What else do you want?
He's blaming lack of opportunity and lack of trust and not being able to play the game his way or whatever. I'm just not buying it.
Just
there's
you're a clown, dude.
There's no chance he's gonna be in a Lakers uniform this coming season. I don't see that being happening at all.
Yeah,
They're probably going to go through an entire rebuild. I don't think LeBron is going to be there next season either.
If not LeBron, I don't know if AD. I don't know. I think they may even just.
Yeah, they're probably gonna.
It's gonna be a really different
AD
roster.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
No, wait. Is he gonna be a free agent this summer? Or
No,
something?
AD's still under contract. They'd have to trade him, but
That makes sense.
yeah, they're gonna have to get rid of a lot of guys and rebuild that roster. And it's like firing Frank Vogel. If I'm a head coach, I don't know if I want to become the Lakers coach at this point. It just doesn't seem like a very desirable job.
Yeah,
especially like with how historic that franchise is. That it's kind of like baffling to even say that. But right now, it's just so much of a mess over there.
Yeah, it's an utter train wreck, especially for like a 17-time NBA champion team.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it's L.A. Like, who
LA,
doesn't want a position?
You have
in
LeBron
LA?
James, the best player in the league. Like,
Arguably the best player of all time when it comes to statistics.
And currently the first and only player in NBA history to win a Razzie.
To win a what?
Wait, okay. Do you guys know what a Razzie is?
I do not.
I don't know.
So
I've heard of it,
basically, the Razzie, or a Golden Raspberry Award as it's called, is basically the exact opposite of the Oscars. Where
I saw this.
Where it celebrates the worst movies of the year.
Oh, wow.
I did see
Oh,
that.
so you got one for Space Jam?
Yep.
I did
For
see
worst
that.
lead actor.
That's actually
That's
hilarious.
terrible. Because, like, that you can't replace Space Jam 1.
Yeah, no.
But I
that
didn't
movie's
think
a
that
classic.
one was that bad.
I still have yet to watch the new Space Jam. I gotta actually watch that.
It's mediocre at best.
It's not, like I said, it's not bad, but it's not that great either.
The original Space Jam with Michael Jordan. That's just so tough to
Yeah.
beat.
It's iconic.
That movie was such a classic.
I friggin' love that movie. That movie's
Yeah.
great. I could watch that movie all day.
But,
Space Jam 2? Not so much.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the play-in. Having to play the Brooklyn Nets in the play-in just must be probably some of the worst luck. I'm a Miami Heat fan, so we got the #1 seed, and coming down the final stretch of the year, I was like, please Brooklyn, like get into that 8-7 spot, because they were the 10 seed with like 4 games remaining, and luckily they ended up winning out. And they clinched 7 seed, so the Heat won't have to face them till the conference championship. But yeah, I feel bad for the Cavs, which they play. I think they play tonight, right?
They play tomorrow versus Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta, who absolutely
Play the
destroyed the Hornets. Big LaMelo Ball fan, so I was hoping the Hornets would do well. But this is now 2 years in a row that they get absolutely destroyed in the play-in. So maybe next year, who knows? I saw some stuff about LaMelo, just speculation, just kind of like fantasy franchise type of stuff. But LaMelo ended up in a Lakers uniform. How sweet would that be?
Wasn't he in the Lakers? Or
No,
that was
Lonzo.
No,
Lonzo.
Lonzo
Yeah.
was before he was traded to New Orleans, and then he was eventually traded to Chicago.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
New Orleans, they just won their playing game. But I think the story of the play-in was the Timberwolves. I don't know. Did you guys see their huge celebration after they beat the Clippers?
Patrick Beverly was
So Patrick Beverly,
my God.
probably the most irritating player in the NBA. I guess what he does works. I mean, he's usually on a playoff roster.
True.
And the Timberwolves, they obviously had a good season this year, but their celebration after the game, they started playing. Well, I don't know if this was the arena audio or if this was a butchered video on Twitter, but I saw some video on Twitter of so Patrick Beverly and Anthony Edwards go and run up on the announcers table right on the court side there, and they jump up on there and start celebrating to the fans, like just going absolutely crazy, like they just won the championship. And I saw a video on Twitter with the background music saying, "We are the champion," and I just started dying. Like the way that these guys are celebrating, like they just won the finals, it was hilarious. But
That was inside the NBA. It's like
was it? Yeah.
Yeah, with Shaq, Chuck, all the other guys.
Yeah, no, I thought just because it was also Patrick Beverly doing this, that it made it even more like of a scene. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
So over the top,
Yeah, no,
but funny.
Yeah, no, it was funny. It was funny. Patrick
And,
Beverly, he's a character.
Are
Oh,
the
for sure.
the Timberwolves, like, how well have they? Obviously they don't win. They
Yeah,
haven't won, like,
I think
shit
this is
in a
the
while.
first year that they've been in the playoffs since the Jimmy
2018.
Butler year,
Yeah,
right?
Is that
So-
2018, 2019?
2018.
And previous to that, they're horrible. So, I mean, good for the Timberwolves. Good for Anthony Edwards. He's having a really good start to his career.
Yeah.
I
So
I
is,
like him a lot.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns is kind of reviving.
All-star caliber season.
Yeah, he's had a big season this year. Shout out to Jordan Woods. Yeah, so I mean, rest of the playoffs, you guys want to go some predictions? Who do you guys got winning it all or in the finals?
Oof. All right. Well, let's see.
All right.
So as of now, The playoff picture.
Playoff picture is not complete yet.
Yeah, it's not complete, but as of now, we have on the East. It's this. I think this is the East. This is how much basketball I watch.
All right, so we have
It's Cleveland, Atlanta coming out the East in the final play-in, and then New Orleans and the Clippers playing for the final play-in spot.
Yeah, so basically, on the West side, it's number one seed Phoenix Suns taking on the winner of the Pelicans Clippers matchup, and then the Memphis Grizzlies will take on the Timberwolves, 2nd and 7th seed respectively, and then Golden State Warriors and Denver Nuggets, the 3rd and 6th seed, and then 4th seed Dallas versus 5th seed Utah. And then on the East side, you have Miami versus the winner of Cleveland versus Atlanta, then Celtics versus Nets, Bucks versus Bulls, and then Sixers versus Raptors.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so this year, surprisingly, well, not really surprisingly, but every like at least for the 1 through 6 teams, it was a really close, especially in the East. I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think the margin was like 2.5 games from the 1st seed to the 4th seed. So all the teams are going to be pretty evenly matched. If you're a Celtics fan, I'm sorry. You have to go against Brooklyn Nets again in the first round for the 2nd year in a row. So best of luck to them. But the Nets, I think they're starting to catch fire. Interesting to see whether or not Ben Simmons comes back. He's been posting. So while he was playing, before every game, he would tweet out the emoji with like the smoke coming out of the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday he posted on his Instagram story a picture with that same emoji. So there's a lot of speculation going on that he's making his return here soon. Whether that's going to help or hurt, I guess we'll see. But the Nets are on a pretty hot streak right now. As a Miami Heat fan, I'm glad that we don't have to play them until the conference championship. With that being said, I have the Miami Heat going to the finals.
Taking on.
The West is going to be tough. The Suns had an absolutely incredible regular season. But I think I like, pending Steph Curry coming back, I think I like the Warriors to make it out of the West. I think if they're at full strength, if Curry's healthy, Klay Thompson is starting to heat up. He had 41, I think, in their last game. Jordan Poole he deserves most improved player with his season this year. So if they can continue to grow without Curry, I don't think they do it. But with Curry coming back, I think he's expected to be able to play game 1, if not miss game 1 and play game 2.
Still questionable.
It was reported by
questionable,
NBC Sports earlier today that he's going to be playing in a scrimmage later today.
Yeah,
and
I know.
If that goes well, he's going to be on track to play game 1 this Saturday.
He's a full participant in practice, so he's looking like his return is going to be pretty soon. So I think I like the Warriors Heat in the finals. Again, I'm going to be biased here, but I think I like Miami to win it all.
What's your obsession with Miami?
He's a fan, Elijah.
No, but there's something more to it.
Yeah, obviously from the Bay Area, so it's a little bit unorthodox.
What's your problem?
But growing up, I was a huge Dwayne Wade fan from 5 years old. I was a huge Dwayne Wade fan, and just kind of stuck with the Heat ever since.
Hey, I feel that. That's how I am. That's how I've been with the Green Bay Packers on the NFL side. Like, I've just been a huge Aaron Rodgers fan since 2011, and I don't know, something about it. I just stuck with them ever since.
Yeah, so I think this is Miami's year. They made it to the finals in the bubble. Didn't get the job done then, but I think the Heat can do it this year. Tyler Hero, he should be the 6th man of the year.
Yeah, he's definitely a candidate at the very least.
Yeah, and Heat are pretty much back to full health. So I think just their defense, their mentality, I think is gonna take them through. I feel like their road is gonna be well suited for them. Whoever they end up playing in the first round of the play-in, Cavs or Hawks, I think they get by them pretty easy. And based on matchup, they should be going against the Bucks in the second round, who the Heat usually actually always do well against. So I think conference championship will be Heat Brooklyn, and that'll be a tough series. But I'm pulling for the Heat in that one.
Wait, so you're thinking the seven-seeded Nets will make it all the way to the conference finals?
I do. I think they're gonna beat the Celtics.
That's a bold statement.
I think they're gonna beat the Celtics, and then who would they play? I think it would be the Sixers, right?
The Sixers are the fourth seed.
Yeah, so they would play.
Yeah, they would be playing the Toronto Raptors in the first round.
Yeah, Sixers Raptors first round.
Correct.
So then the Heat would play the Sixers then in the second round.
Man, I wish we had printable
Because
brackets.
it would be 1 and 4, and then it'd be 2-3 in the
Alright,
division,
So let's see. So
or in the conference semis, I should say.
1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6. Okay, 3, 6. Never mind.
Yeah, it'd be 1 and 4
Never
in the
mind.
conference semis, and then it would be 2-3 in the conference semis,
Okay, yeah.
just on the numbers. So. Yeah, so then it'd be Heat Sixers in the conference semis if they both win their first round matchup. So Sixers actually did give Miami quite a bit of problems in the regular season, but either way, I'm going Miami.
All right.
Miami to win it all.
What do you guys think?
This is a tough one, to say the least. Of course, I think that it's going to be Suns, Warriors in the conference finals.
I agree with that one.
This Western Conference Finals matchup is tough. Because I haven't seen something this tough since, like, when Chris Paul was on the Rockets. And, like, this team was, like, 65, 67 win team.
Yeah.
This guy, like, I'm going to get a feeling that the Warriors going to pull off some kind of upset and beat them in 7 games. So I got Warriors Heat in the finals.
You also like Miami?
Really?
There you go. Here you go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, the Heat, they've been fun to watch for the past couple of years. Yeah, not to mention I love Dwayne Wade too, man. But not as much as Stephen Curry. But Dwayne Wade, I gotta admire the stuff he's done for the game.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
Elijah, the basketball knowledge god. What are you thinking here?
all right. So obviously on the West, I'm going with the Warriors just because. Yeah, I know I've been hearing about these Phoenix Suns fellas, but I can't not go against the Warriors, especially if Curry is healthy. I'm going with the Warriors. On the East side, let's see. Everyone's going with Miami, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Brooklyn. That's KD. It's Irving. Who else is on?
Seth Curry. They got, if Ben Simmons comes back, then Ben. But they got Blake Griffin off the bench.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I totally forgot Blake Griffin was on the Nets.
Yeah, I was still thinking he's on Detroit. Jeez. That's been a while.
I thought he was a free agent.
Yeah, I mean he's not. He's much more of a role player. He's not what he used to be. But yeah, I think it'll be the Heat or Brooklyn coming out of the East for sure.
So just to sound a little different, I'm gonna go in the finals. Warriors, Nets. I think storyline wise, I'm a big storyline guy.
That would be a cool story.
Kevin Durant
KD,
after Golden State, you know, after all their shit. But I see it a compelling 7-game series that the Warriors will take.
Yeah.
That's my official godlike prediction. I have spoken.
All right. So baseball is back this week.
Baseball.
And I just want to touch on a personal story here.
Do it.
So we previously on previous episodes we've shouted out quite a few Bay Area sporting athletes, legends, whatever you want to call it. So big story out of the MLB from the Cleveland Guardians.
Is that their name now?
Yeah, no more Indians.
Cool.
Cleveland Guardians. Stephen Kwan, straight out of Washington High School in Fremont. Their baseball team, their school, I guess, is in my high school same conference. But anyways, so Stephen Kwan, from Washington High School, played at Oregon State, making his rookie year debut, MLB debut. Took till 6 games to swing and miss on a pitch. So from games 1 through 5, he did not swing and miss one pitch. I think he started off like the first 3 games batting .800. First game of the season, I think he went 5 for 5. So just absolutely exceeding every expectation set for him.
My God.
He was a bubble guy to start.
Bubble baby.
Spring training, he wasn't sure of whether he was going to stick with the AAA team or make the MLB squad. Obviously made the MLB squad in the spring, started, and has been off to an absolute tear his first 6 games. So big shout out to Stephen Kwan, straight out of Fremont. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Damn.
Wow.
just wanted to throw that one out there. Anything else you guys want to cover before we close it out?
Well, let's see. Erik mentioned. Oh, well, I don't think we can go any further without just briefly sending our condolences to the Haskins family.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins, Ohio State quarterback. He's a quarterback, yeah.
Yeah.
He just got signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers early last year, and unfortunately has passed away over the last week. He got ran over by a big truck while he was on the highway for some reason. Now, I don't have all the details. I don't think they do either, but nonetheless, it's not cool when someone dies.
Yeah.
And at least just throwing it out there. Hey, we here at Something Sporty. Condolences to the family. T's and P's for everyone. I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just make a comment. It's just so
He's 24 years old.
Yeah, he's
too.
24.
My age.
I think he had just finished working out with some of the guys on the team, other quarterbacks, other receivers, and on the way either home or where he was going after the workout is when it had happened. And I just remember I was just on my phone scrolling through Instagram or Twitter or whatever it was, and I see that Dwayne Haskins died, and it's like every time, you know, a big name celebrity or whatever, somebody passes away, it's like just absolutely jaw-dropping like news when you see that stuff, especially as an athlete, like seeing, you know, another athlete pass away. I mean, obviously I don't know Dwayne Haskins personally, but just kind of like that connection, just being an athlete, and anytime somebody loses their life, it's like just the worst thing ever possible, and just so unimaginable.
Yeah.
Especially the way that it happened, getting, you know, struck by a car. It's terrible news. And yeah, condolences to his family and everybody who knew him.
Yeah. Erik, any final words?
Yeah, it sucks to hear about this kind of news, especially like at such a young age, 24 years old. It sucks.
I know. Just putting things in perspective. Like, I'm 24.
Yeah.
Like, sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hate to end things on such
Yeah.
on such a somber tone. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please wipe the tears from your eyes, because you just listened to Something Sporty. We talked about some sports and some other stuff from right here at the booth here at San Francisco State University. I've been your host. My name is Elijah.
This is Erik.
And London.
And we will see you kids next week. Kids, go read a book. Or it's raining, so maybe don't play outside, but educate yourselves.
Be productive.